Lovers of freedom all over the world, I greet you today, the 12th of May 2026, and I say, may God bless Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My people, I am here once more for us to continue to talk about Biafra because we know that no one is going to do it for us. It is our duty to talk about our freedom, speak loud, and tell the world what Biafra is all about, who Biafrans are, what we are for, and what we want. We want our freedom. We want to be liberated. We want a nation that we have to build from the scratch by ourselves. So join me from wherever you are watching and let us continue. Biafra remains our nation, our religion, and we must evangelize. Today, my people, I'm going to talk about the funding of our freedom, which is always in our hands. We are the ones wearing the shoes, and we know where it hurts. Nobody will do it for us. So join me from wherever you are watching and let us continue. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, kene nwaanyị, ọ ga-adịla anyị niile na mma. Ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m ndị nọ n'ụlọ, onye agbachikwa na nkịtị. Bịanụ ka anyị mee ife dị na nnwere onwe anyị. Biafra bụ nke anyị. O nwere onye ga-emeli anyị karịkwa anyị nwa. Tata bụ Tuesday, bụrụkwa 12th of May 2026. Ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ n'ụlọ, ọkwa maka unu ka anyị ji ebe. Ndị Igbo si na onye ọ na-eme omume na-emekwa obube. Taa bụ ka nnene ife taa bụ. Tata bụ Eke n'afịa ndị be anyị. Ana m asị Chukwu okike abịa ma na taa ga-eketela anyị ife ọma. Eke ga-eketela anyị ogologo ndụ. Eke ga-eketela anyị Biafra. Ise. So my people, tata ife nchọrọ ikwu maka ya bụ ife gbasatalụ etu anyị ga-esi na-edoneti ego ka anyị wee mee nnwere onwe anụnwa ka ọ dị kpakpakpa ka anyị mee ya na otego anyị kwubere okwu Biafra. Anyị amatọ n'ikwu okwu Biafra, ụwa anyị niile agwụ. Ya ife anyị ga-eme bụ ka anyị jisi ike na-atụnye ego. Unu ma anyị dị, anyị kali 70 million. So my people, ọ bụ na 70 million a, ọ bụrụgodu 50 million, anyị na-atụ 11 eje mma, maọbụ 11 eje, anyị ga na-atụta 50 million or 56 million bụ nọmba ndị votu si na fa chọrọzi nọ na Nigeria oge anyị mee self referendum na 2024. So ụmụnne anyị gbakọtanụ. Biafra bụ nke anyị. Biafra bụ ife anyị. Anyị nwa bụ ndị ọ dị n'aka ịrụ ọrụ gbasalụ Biafra ka Biafra bịa. Anyị nwa ga-atụkwa anya bụ ego. Ife ọsọkwa anya bụrụ anyị nwa ka ọ dị elu. Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na mmiri dọ na-eju dọlụ nwa nkịta. So ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, tinye n'aka ka ime ife a. Obi ama enwetela unu udo na anya bụ obodo. Obi can never bring you peace. Ome enwetela unu eni ọganiru. Obi bụ ndị eji wee kwela anyị ọnya. Ọ bụ na ị chọọ igbu anụ n'ọfịa, mmadụ agbalụ asị gị bịa gbaa ọnya, ka ọnya anụnwa jidelu gị anụ. Ife Obi bụ. Obi na Maxwell nọzi na the same party. Unu ma Maxwell bụ onye na-ekpele onye ndu ikpe. Kịta Maxwell bụzi a politician. Okunu wefu. So my people, ife nchọrọ ịgwa ndị be anyị taa bụ maka ịtụ ụtụ ka anyị wee nwere onwe anyị. Ndewo, ndewo. So my people, join me from wherever you are and let us continue. Biafra remains our religion, our new nation, and we must evangelize, tell the world about our freedom, what surrounds our freedom, and how we are going to get it by donating generously.
Biafra is all he asks for. Every night and day he's shouting and pointing to one direction. But his own people are blind and saying it's causing division. Tell me why? Someone who sacrificed his life for you and I. Tell me why? Out of sight has become out of our mind. He's asking for nothing and cares about not for these people emancipation. No. But there is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. He lost daddy and mommy and it live for nothing, doesn't care about nothing and abandon his family. Yeah. Oh. Take your time and think what is going through. He doesn't want to give up but to protect you. Even when they throw him African juju. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, bring up the cannon now. Let me hear you sing. Bring up the cannon now. Bring up the cannon. Bring up the cannon. Bring up the cannon. You hate him because of envy. We love him, he's one and only. We follow him because he's ready to die for the freedom of his people. Whatever he said, it's a prophecy. Take it or you live it, let you believe. He's so fanatical and ever ready to die for the freedom of his people. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. Bring up the cannon now. 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 Everybody know my job is singing. Freedom the canoe, yeah. Freedom the canoe, yeah. Yes, my people, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. And that is our slogan. We want him to be freed. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Simon Ekpa, our former prime minister.
we Biafrans, we have done nothing to nobody, and our freedom is non-negotiable. We must be free, my people. We must be free.
I want to appreciate Honorable Elias for your good work for Biafra, and also our Honorable PM for doing what God has ordained you to do, because the tempo is getting high. So if ambassadors of America are telling you that reintegrating a terrorist into your military formation is a no-no idea, then it means Nigeria got this recommendation from a madman. Because it's only when you have some kind of recommendation from a madman that you will be tilting your head downward, and that will land you in the lagoon. And Nigeria has landed in the lagoon because that is what we are seeing today. Their military formations are overrun on daily basis. I want to appreciate Honorable Elias for your good work for Biafra.
Yes, my people, I choose to use this to start today. Our information minister is a very powerful man, as you all can see, and any word he says is always on point. Now, in this very video, he was talking about Nigeria government integrating terrorists into their military. And the news today is that, what's his name? This very man, let me see where I can find it. Ribadu. Ribadu is their state security minister or whatever his position is. Ribadu is making the media or no one to talk about everything that these terrorists are doing throughout this election campaign, so that they will keep displacing people in their towns, in their homes, and keep killing as many people as they can kill before election comes, because they are not sure of who is going to win. So everybody you see in military uniform in Nigeria is a converted terrorist. And these terrorists, they divide themselves into two. Some are inside the bush, killing people. Some are on the road, kidnapping people, extorting money. And some of those monies, there was a time I showed it here. So you will see that these people, they plan themselves. Their agenda is working for them. But it is left for us to always make the world know what is going on and to encourage our people that we need to fund our liberation. Because when you see a man like this, Elias is here, he is our lobbyist, and this is an ambassador, Mr. Tai Bonaj, who was ambassador in Nigeria and West Africa so many times. So they knew what Nigeria is all about. It is all our duties to ensure that this lobbyist, we maintain him, that we maintain him. And maintaining him is not just keeping him like you're keeping a friend. You maintain him by payment. This is why I said today we are going to talk about funding. So Nigeria government is always fond of planning themselves. Biafrans, when are we going to plan ourselves? When are we going to plan ourselves? Many are not happy the way our people in homeland, who are really businessmen and women, making money. They are making good money. Ndewo, my brother. Thank you so much. Yes, I really enjoyed it. Thank you. I appreciate you a lot. I wish you will be working directly with our Minister of Information because you are very, very informative. Thank you so much. And you know how to, you know, to mix your words, and I admire that a lot. So, Biafrans, I brought this video to remind us that we have work and job at hand. We are looking for freedom. Every template is there for us. I thank uh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. I thank our former Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and I thank our current leader, Mazi Ogenkere, the Prime Minister of Biafra. Anybody who have dedicated himself or herself to this freedom. You know, in the Bible, God said, Jacob I love, Esau I hate. Anybody who dedicated himself or herself to this freedom fight, I love, because we want Biafra. I personally, I want Biafra. I wish that Biafra will come like that, and that will make me happy. I'm not, all of you, you all know it. None of us is being paid. Not even the prime ministers are being paid. Nobody is being paid. We are working on voluntary. And we must be very steady in what we are doing. So today I choose to talk about our funding with some things that will make you believe that our funding is very important in this struggle. Because there is nothing you are going to do when you are fighting for your freedom that does not require funding. Unfortunately, my people, when people talk about money, not many people likes it, because people don't like to part with their money. Not even a penny. Not even a penny. Money is not what people joke with. So it is difficult to get people to come around you and be talking about getting away with their money. But when you think about it, you will think, you want Biafra, isn't it? We want Biafra. We want to leave Nigeria. And Nigeria is fighting hard to maintain everybody within that region so that they will Islamize you. In the first place, that's the reason why they made it Muslim uh, administration in Nigeria. Tinubu is a Muslim, though he claims to be a Yoruba man, but we know that he's a Gambian, adopted by Yoruba family. So he became a Muslim because he said that he's a very smart man. Let me show you where he said it, that he is a smart man. Let me show you. So anything I say, I try to back it up so that you will understand where I am coming from. All these intruders, we are going to get rid of them. one way or the other. Now, listen to what he said in this video so that you will understand that Tinubu is a smart man.
You are playing to the hand of rejects. You are playing to the hand of rejects, including my own enemies, who want to use insecurity to get rid of me. I'm a very stubborn politician.
Have you heard it? That he is playing into the hands of rejects who want to use insecurity to get rid of him. So Tinubu knows what goes on. He knows. Biafrans, when you hear something like this, does it not ring a bell? We should all realize that if we don't fund our freedom, all these complaints that we are making will not come to pass. When you complain of something, you will, that means you have a problem over that thing you are complaining about. And another question is rectification. How are you going to rectify it? Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ unu ka m na-agwakwa okwu a o. Maka na ndị ụfọdụ na-ewe iwe na anyị ada agwa unu okwu enough ka unu bịa sonye n'ife anyị na-eme, ma ọ na anyị na-edifendi unu that na unu enwere ego unu ji atụ, mana unu nwere ego. Onye ọbụla ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na ọhaji obodo anya na-achọ nke m bụ ụzụ afịa. Yes, ịbịa n'ime afịa ị na-asị ego one ka a na-ele nke a, afịa na-afịọ. Everybody is talking of their own. This man is talking of his own interest. Ịbịa na Nigeria, Tinubu bụ oil minister, gas minister, crude minister, and the president of Nigeria. Kedu ndị nwe this crude? Kedu ndị nwe this oil? My people, we need to donate, fund our freedom, so that we will go home, manage our territory, everything within our region. God gave it to us. Mana ọ bụrụ na Chineke nna nye gị ife na ichikwara datin ọfụma, ọ mịchapụ gị n'aka, it will slip off your hands. You understand? Tinubu is talking about his personal interest. He's not interested in anybody within that Nigeria because our people are still trapped there. He does not care about their interest. He cares about his own personal interest.
You are playing to the hand of rejects, including my own enemies, who want to use insecurity to get rid of me. I'm a very stubborn politician. I just refuse to go. And I will campaign for my second term. I will work.
So, my people, he's campaigning for his second term. If this man comes again, second term, what do you people think that our people who are trapped in that country, what will be their fate? Are we going to be sitting waiting for him to come second term and continue to intimidate and punish and kill our people? Ndewo, my brother, Chukwude. Ndewo. Thank you so much. Yes, Biafrans, we have to fund our freedom. We have to fund our freedom.
I want to appreciate Honorable Elias for your good work for Biafra.
Yes, Honorable Elias is doing good work for Biafrans. And as the white man that he is, you all should realize that people like this, they don't joke with their work. And you should all realize that he is still a young man, maybe just finished from university and continue to work as a lobbyist. Ndị be anyị ọ dị unu ka onye dị etu a, a young man dị etu a, ọ na-alụlụ gị ọrụ, ọ na-amakwu ya ụgwọ? A ga na-akwụ ya ụgwọ. You know how much the Nigeria government spent last year and early this year for lobbyists? How many millions that Nigeria spent? That's why I am here today to encourage our people to support our freedom financially, support our government, because we have reached to a level that anything we are saying or doing requires funding. And we cannot achieve that by just keeping quiet. No, Biafrans, if you have not been donating, please wake up and donate, no matter how little. When they say that trickle drops of rain makes an ocean, it is just you cannot go anywhere or do anything. When you are counting, you must start from one. One is the head of all the numbers. One is the beginning of all the numbers. Even if you have 10 trillions, you can never count 10 trillion without counting one. So no matter how much you have, please, my people, bring it and donate. We need it. Our government need it. We need the funding.
And also our Honorable PM for doing what God has ordained you to do, because the tempo is getting high. So if ambassadors of America are telling you that reintegrating a terrorist into your military formation is a no-no idea, then it means Nigeria got this recommendation from a madman. Because it's only when you have some kind of recommendation from a madman that you will be tilting your head downward.
Yes, we all know that what our information minister is saying here is 100% correct. Recently, this year, or say last month to be precise, Madman Gumi was the one who keeps telling Nigeria government what to do with the terrorists, because he is the one who goes to buy them from other parts of Africa, all the Fulanis, and brings them to Nigeria. He was the one who instructed Christopher Musa, the current defense minister, or whatever he is now, to go to Turkey, to go and bring Turkey ideology about displacing Christians, to bring in Turkey army, to bring in Turkey ammunition. It was Gumi. And Gumi said he should not go to America. Why? Because America is a country that does not accept killing of people based on their religion or their faith. Are they going to Turkey with ordinary hands? It is funding. Ndewo Ruby, thank you so much for joining. Biafrans, we need funding. Come and fund your freedom. We need funding. Today, talk about freedom, talk about funding. Because we cannot get this freedom, we cannot get Biafra recognized without financial assistance. Please, my people, ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ a sị na egwu nwa nkịta na pusikat bụ onye daala onye onye adaala onye. Anyị nọ n'agha and mgbọ dị involved. Mgbọ na egbe dị involved. Nke a abụrụzikwa agha eji ọnụ anụ, eji aka na anụ. This one mgbọ dị involved. Onye anụnwa unu fụrụ ebe a na-akpọ Elias, onye nwa na-ejele anyị ije ka e recognize anyị. Unu mana ndị Naijiria na o nwere nwaanyị a na-akpọ Ajia whatever Mohammed nọ na UN fawelu plant ya there. Any letter idegalụ there fa akwọchi anya. That woman, ife nwaanyị anwa megolo eme, all the letters onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị, nke former prime minister dị, ife niile anyị na-eme kịta, that woman is sitting there blocking our chances. Unafuge. So we need to work hard to show the world na anyị dị serious, na anyị chọrọ ịpụ na Nigeria. There is no other way we are going to do it without funding our freedom. So Nigeria is doing everything humanly possible to stop us. Why is it? Yeah, Amina Mohammed, thank you so much. On our United Nations, we're not cracking down on every help that could come to Biafrans. So my people, why are we not then going to help ourselves by sponsoring our liberation and freedom? Anyị kalilifa, do not get it twisted. We are bigger than this. We can get our freedom just like that. But everything we do, Nigeria government is behind us, watching to see how they are going to stop us. They can use anybody. Right now, onwele man a na-akpọ Mike Arnold. That Mike Arnold, Nigerians madat na fanwa bụ ndị buzu, na fana like ndị ọcha so much that now anytime they see white man, they will start shaking like jelly. Only God knows how much Nigeria government go Mike Arnold. I'm not going to fight him because we are not close. Everything we are doing is on the internet. Because if it were to be that we can see face to face, I will talk to him to stay away from our freedom. Because as an American, they fought for their own freedom from UK. 1776, 1775, they fought UK for their own freedom. So he should not be a stumbling block to our own freedom. He should not. He dare not. We are not going to allow him to get away with meddling into our freedom. Because Mike Arnold, as an American, America fought their freedom from United Kingdom in the 17th century, 1776 and 1775. They fought for their freedom. Whether he was born then, I don't know. I don't think he was. Mike Arnold knows the history. He should stay away from us. If he wants to walk with Biafrans with open arms, we will welcome him. But if he wants to walk against us, we will bombard him. We will trash him. We don't want anybody meddling in our affairs. We do not want anybody meddling in our affairs. So, Biafrans, everything is in our hands. They were my sister UK. Thank you so much. Remember, Biafrans, keep clicking the like button, so that it will notify more people to join us. Share this message and let it go viral. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, o nwere ife anyị ga-eme anya ada eme ka unu malụ. Anyị need donation. Donation. Fund your liberation. Obia me nwetekwala unu any peace. You can never get any peace in that country. You cannot. So our powerful information minister in this very video was talking about Nigeria government being the military being replaced by terrorists, and they will tell you that they are repented. A terrorist can never repent. They can never repent. So it is entirely up to we Biafrans to know that we need to fund our freedom.
And that will land you in the lagoon. And Nigeria has landed in the lagoon because that is what we are seeing today. Their military formations are overrun on daily basis. I want to appreciate.
Yes. So Biafrans, let us rise up. Let us rise up and do the needful. As I said earlier, it's never easy. Never easy. It is never easy. Not at all. For people to part with their money. But sometimes, when you are parting with your money, you will ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is it worth it? So if you are fighting for your freedom, you have to have reason why you are fighting for that freedom and means of surviving in that freedom fight and means of succeeding. Now, I found this video on the platform of my information minister. If you look at here, you will see Bruce Fane. Over there, let me see if I can zoom it. Now, that is Onyendu's wife. And these are Onyendu and his brothers in a picture. Bruce Fane came just like Mike Arnold at the time. This was the letter they constructed. Biafrans, you all know that when you go to a lawyer, as you are talking to the lawyer, any trained lawyer, as your client is talking to you, you are writing. In some occasions, a client can write and bring to you because lawyers are paid by their hourly rate. Depending on the number of years you have practiced, that is the amount of money that will determine how much you will be paid an hour. So this very man, he helped Onyendu's wife. This is the Chike Doziem. These are the two brothers of Onyendu that joined hand with those of them, Bianco no inclusive, and then Ngozi Orabueze. All of them, because there was a time Ngozi was a very big case. She was a very big case. Every time our former Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, you can see his picture over there. He will be settling cases between Ngozi and other ministers. Ngozi became so confrontational and very, very antagonistic. Ogbulugeba, Ogbulugeba. Ogbulugeba, Ogbulugeba. Oganwa, PM aghọtara onye Ngozi bụ. During the time that Emeka Livingston was still with us, he told PM that Ngozi no onye Nigerian politician and no Nigeria zitelie. PM wesia Niana like idobe ndị ilie close to himself, that he likes to keep his enemies close. Okay, ana watch ifa o wee mee ya ọbụrụ cabinet minister o. Ife ọ COS bụ to Americans what a secretary is in United Kingdom. United Kingdom na-akpọfa secretary or personal secretary. America na-akpọfa COS. Just like you can spell center, etiti, center. You spell it CENTER in United Kingdom. But in America, you spell CENTRE. So, Americans, certain things in the Britain, differently. Americans, they spelled it and they mean it differently, but they will have the same definition. Ngozi bụ COS, our prime minister, because prime minister said then na ya chọrọ ime ife ka ndị Nigeria, ọ chọrọ follow step ndị Nigeria, and I agree with that, because Nigeria bụ a country. The 4 cardinal points of Nigeria is not good at all. Onwere bi ga-esi wee nechata Nigeria ife ọma na-arụ. So he decided to use the word COS. Ngozi wee bido ọchọ ndị steeti, ọchọ ndị cabinet minister, ọchọ onye nka. PM wee kpọọ ya one time. Onwe one woman o je chọọ okwu, and that woman gwalụ mụnwa na onye akpọtalụ Ngozi into this very struggle. Hello, my brother Charles Ndewo. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to click the like button. The woman asim no nyanwa kpọtalụ Ngozi, ọ gwa m ya n'ọnụ ya, ọ bụrụ hearsay. I always like to believe when I see something or when I hear it. Adama like onye asịrọ mba. The woman gwa m na onye akpọtalụ Ngozi into the fold. Ngozi weje step on the woman's toes. And every time ọ chọta ndị mmadụ okwu, ọ gbagakwuru our former PM, ojekpegosi. Anything ime, ojekpegosi. Ọ chọọ ka everything ka adị in control. Una fugo kita na during the time of our former prime minister, na enwere ife a na-akpọ deputy prime minister. O were aka eme onwe deputy. Somebody na like ọchịchị, or like ọchịchị too much, bụ that Ngozi. Or like ọchịchị. Una fugo ọ bụ Nigerian politician, ọ bụ a Biafran. Kita ọ gbagago to American politics. So unu ga-ama onye like ọchịchị ịnọ n'enu onye ọzọ at all times. Onwero minister nyana that woman esere okwu. Oge ọ chọta this very woman, ọ chọta the woman okwu, jee kpegosi PM. Or CPM ya gwa the woman to come and apologize to her. The woman o si na enwere ike apologize. PM wee sị ya, everybody ị na-achọ onye anwa okwu, onye ọbụla ị na-achọ okwu, even onye nke abụkwa na onye nwa kpọta gị. Or CPM or ife a ka ị ga-ekwu. Okay, I will show you. That's why Oji will join this group. Where did this letter to EU? Ke jide our former prime minister. Una fuge all the templates, all the things that this man laid down. Ngozi made sure Nia destroyed everything. They were my sister love. I hope you are keeping well. Thank you for joining us. Ndewo. So, if Jagun ife abu maka gini, when you are pointing one finger at someone, the rest are all pointing back at you. We would have all been together by now. Ngozi bia gbasa everything. Kita ọ bọsasị go ife niile anyị na-eme like ọkụkọ were ụkwụ na-abọsasị ọ bọsasịa ya kita ọgbabago America and ndị na-eso Ngozi aka amaro that na Ngozi no gamigo. After this letter that you see here that they wrote, I'm using this letter now to tell Mike Arnold that Bruce Fenn did all he did and finally fade away. So, Mike Arnold, if you want to fight with Biafrans, you are welcome. But if you are fighting against Biafrans in support of Nigeria, you will fade away. You will surely fade away. This our freedom. We are not here joking. We are not kids. We are not children. We are adults who knows what we are all about. We are out to fight for our freedom, and our freedom we must get. Then this letter led to the detention of our former prime minister. Biafrans, this is the way it is. Because when you are a child or an adult and you cannot tell when somebody is looking you with admiration or looking at you with hatred, then you are a fool. Mike Arnold, if you are writing up things against Biafrans in favor of Nigeria, the blood of Biafrans will swallow you. It will swallow you, whether you're white or black. So go and ask Bruce Fenn how it is with him now. Go and ask Bruce Fenn. We are not joking. Our freedom is for us and not for you. I know that Mike Arnold, as an American, you must have read in your history that Americans fought for their freedom from United Kingdom. That's how they got their freedom. And for anybody who is fighting to protect terror or a terrorist nation, you will find yourself the way it is today with the UK Prime Minister. Let me look for his video and show you. Because today he is crying. He is crying. Because when you are dealing with others, your own time is coming and others will deal with you. Now his people are making caricature of him. Anybody We Biafrans should know how they will be. This is how they are going to get it.
Coming week. I know you've heard it all before, but we've seen huge speculation this evening that suggests the Prime Minister's time has indeed run out.
Yes. This is for my panel.
Wes Streeting has told Sir Keir Starmer that he is preparing his case to be the next Prime Minister, the Telegraph has indeed disclosed this evening. Former Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner has also posted on X this evening demanding that Starmer allows Andy Burnham to return to Westminster. She's also criticised a so-called toxic culture in Number 10 and said it might be Labour's last chance to reverse its fortunes. And a couple of hours ago, journalist Dan Hodges has reported that a cabinet minister has informed him that, quotes, they believe Keir Starmer will announce he's standing down this week without the need for a contest. He goes on to say that this is the first time he's heard this directly from a cabinet minister. Well, he's also wrote this on X. Cabinet minister tells me they are now confident a leadership challenge will be triggered this week.
Leadership challenge. Leadership challenge will be triggered. Mike Arnold, if you are coming to support Biafrans, Biafrans will welcome you. But if you are not, this leadership challenge that is ongoing in the UK will be a joke to what will happen to you. There are many other areas you will see that they are throwing him out, making caricature of him. What does that show you? That if you don't get your acts together, this leadership challenge will come to you. Are you seeing it? These are all AI caricature of a one-time prime minister. So, anybody meddling in our case should stay away. We Biafrans, we are not troublemakers. We are not joking. We come out every day to talk about our freedom. It's not a child's play. It's not a child's play. We are very serious. We are very serious. So, Mike Arnold, stay away. Stay away. We are not joking. Everybody is talking about Sharia, how good or how bad it is. We do not want Nigeria. We don't. So you must stay away from us. Stay away. We need our land sanitized. We need ourselves for ourselves. We don't want any intruder at all. Today, my sister Tutor said that she's going to hold a space on that. And I pray to God that I will be able to join her, and let us talk about it. Listen to President Donald Trump.
You have a terrible mayor of London, terrible. He's an incompetent guy. But you have Sharia courts. You don't have Sharia courts. You don't want Sharia courts. You have Sharia courts adjudicating law. So it's very simple. Immigration, very importantly, immigration and energy. And you bring it back. Otherwise, you're not going to bring it back. Okay. One more. Go ahead.
I have a question for the Chancellor.
You have places where, in the UK, you have a terrible mayor of London, terrible. He's an incompetent guy. But you have Sharia courts. You don't have Sharia courts. You don't want Sharia courts. You have Sharia courts adjudicating law.
Sharia court adjudicating law. Exactly the fate that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, suffered in the hands of Sharia government as installed in 1999, or whenever Obasanjo ruled. Obasanjo was the one who gave them Sharia, and Sharia is now their weapon. And the leader of the world, President Donald Trump, is condemning it outrightly. So anything that Mike Arnold is saying or doing with the people that support Sharia, which they use to imprison Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will not succeed. We Biafrans, we want our freedom by ourselves, for ourselves, and on ourselves. We don't want any intruder. We don't. Biafrans Nwelumadu, we are not fools. We are not non-entities. You don't see us as cowards, people who cannot face their challenge. We don't need any help from any intruder that will be coming to tell you about Nigeria. We don't want Nigeria. So, my people, how do we get out? Fund your freedom. Fund and fund and fund. That's what today's lecture and teaching is all about. How to fund your freedom because of these challenges, administrative challenges, governance, and all of them, inclusive. We want Biafra. And my people, the stage where we are now is so democratic that it requires a lot of funding. The video I played here from our information minister, you will understand that he started by praising our lobbyists. And you will understand also that lobbyist is very important. That's why Nigeria had to spend in total 11.7 million US dollars to get a lobbyist. To get a lobbyist. They want my people. So now I'm going over to a new chapter of this program today. You all know that Dr. Michael Rubin was invited last week, and he said a couple of things that calls to mind the fact that we are fighting, and that Biafra, that we are very important, what we are saying and what we are doing, and that we need to fund ourselves. We need to fund ourselves. We will all listen to what the Prime Minister asked him because Prime Minister took the challenge himself to ask questions, and we have to listen again, because when you think you are missing anything, revisit it, because internet does not forget. We don't want any intruder in what we are doing. We are the ones wearing the shoe, so we know where it hurts. We don't need anybody walking local like Acapulco coming to tell us what to do, where to stand, and where you don't stand. Anything Nigeria is not for us. We don't want to hear about Nigeria. Unfortunately, our people are still trapped. What we want to hear now is funding. If you go to our website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, all in small letter, and the government is spelled in full, you will see a yellow icon. You click on it and you will see IOU. If you want to give us IOU, come and deposit to the oil producing country, Biafra, to the gas and crude producing country. You will not regret giving us loan, the one we call IOU. And you will see BLT, just like any tax that any country can levy on its citizens, and the weekly and monthly donations is all there on our website. So now I'm switching over to that very interview so that we will remind ourselves of how we are going to be working alongside our freedom and how to achieve it.
As the U.S. Christian community and organization. This has been successful with President Trump declaring Christian genocide in Nigeria. From our perspective, this allows for normalization or discussion of the concept of an independent Christian state in the form of Biafra. Doctor, what are your thoughts about President Trump and the White House declaration about Christian genocide on Nigeria and steps taken to hold Nigerian government accountable? Thank you.
Yes, my fellow Biafrans, once more, let me remind us, Ndewo best Biafra, Ndewo, I will call you later, please. So, Biafrans, do you know why I'm visiting this again? Is as I'm talking of funding of our freedom, you will see and hear and know that when you fund, your money is achieving a lot. Your money is achieving a lot. Your money is not for Ibanku. This money is not for EKG na Germany. It's not for celebration. It is for our freedom. And you will hear what we have achieved from a foreigner, because he is very observant. Because now Americans observe and they know what we are doing, that we are serious. And this man you see here, being the caliber of man he is in American society and American government, he is not a joke. That's why we have to revisit this very interview. So, Biafrans, let us get it on.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister. It's a pleasure to be here speaking with you. First of all, I'm glad that President Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio have calibrated U.S. policy towards reality rather than wishful thinking. like what we saw with the previous administration when Nigeria was taken off the watch list by Secretary of State Antony Blinken. And frankly, the facts on the ground tell the story much more important than any US administration. And so I would hope, Democrat or Republican, whoever follows President Trump, would also continue to recognize the real slaughter of Christians that is occurring in Biafra. The way I look at it is this way. There are two possibilities. Number one, either the Nigerian government is directly and purposely slaughtering the Christians in Biafra. The second possibility is the Nigerian government is too weak to prevent the slaughter of Christians in Biafra. Either way, however, the fact remains that there is an ongoing genocide. If the Nigerian government is purposely and directly seeking genocide against Biafra, then the United States must recognize Biafra to help protect it. And if the Nigerian government is a failed state and too weak to prevent the actions of the Fulani militias, then the United States should stop recognizing the fiction of Nigeria and recognize the independence of Biafra.
Yes, my people, is good. Is good, my people. Is good to revisit this. Why do I say that? It's very, very good to revisit this. He said two things that is very striking. And you will all recall that one of the things he said is very clear and very correct. That whether Republican or Democrat Party, anyone that comes after Donald Trump, they have to understand the reason why Nigeria has been designated as a country of particular concern. My people, you all know that after Riley Moore went to Nigeria and came back, he made a report. And that report triggered going to bomb the terrorists. What made the President of America to send Rep. Riley Moore to Nigeria to investigate was the 18th of September hearing by Biafrans in Washington, D.C. That is one of the achievements of Breji. And Biafra Republic government in exile remains nightmare of Nigeria. So, my people, your funding, your donation is going a long way. And for a man like this to come to our platform to talk, because this is a man that American government listens to. When you hear of think tank is about research, about organization, about policies, about things that touches and concerns a government. And in such cases, and in particular a country like America, they don't joke with such things. And people who orchestrate that, they take them on a very high esteem. This man said that it is either that Nigeria is lazy fighting insurgents or the terrorists, or that they are deliberately killing Christians in Biafra land. that Biafra should be recognized. All these things, my people, I don't think they all work freely. They work homogeneously with one another. They work hand in hand. Getting your freedom requires finance. So today, I am talking about funding. I will always bring back whatever I'm saying to our funding, because whether your government is at home or in exile, operating in exile or at home, all that matters is that you are financing it so that it will keep moving. And it has to continue to move. And we have to continue to finance and support our government. So, my people, fund our freedom. Fund our freedom, because we are not surrendering. No surrender. We must continue to move like a moving train.
In reality, Nigeria is a colonial empire. It's an artificial state, and it's a failed state.
Nigeria is a colonial empire. Are we hearing that? Do we agree with him? Yes or no? Of course, Nigeria is a colonial empire. It is a fiction and a failed state. It is a failed state. Biafrans, nyelunu m aka kwatuo Nigeria. Kwatuo ya ka ọ daluo ani with your funding. Nigeria is a colonial empire. Is a fiction. And Awolowo, Babawo, the leader of the people of Oduduwa, he said that Nigeria is a geographical expression. And Jonathan Goodluck repeated it in a conference. In one relevant conference like that. So, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, are we going to be watching this colonial empire to crash on top of us? No, my people. Support our freedom. Donate. Donate generously. Donate, donate, donate.
The fact of the matter is, it's time to continue the full decolonization of Western Africa. And that means allowing Biafra, Amazonia to be free.
It is time to continue this decolonization. You decolonize yourself when you know that you are under the colonial master. And you get your freedom. You get your freedom. Ndewo Ikechukwu, thank you so much. He said, I'm just repeating him, the most powerful think tank man in America. He said that time has come for decolonization and free Biafrans to be on their own and manage their affairs. And why is it that Nigeria is holding firm? Because we are the goose that lays the golden egg. Ask yourself, why is it that Nigeria is fighting us so hard? Why are they fighting so hard to keep us? Because we are the goose that lays the golden egg. And if you are the goose and you know you can lay golden egg, why don't you spend your money, keep your egg, manage it by yourself, and don't allow a colonial master to manage your resources for you, because it can never be for your own benefit. That's why today we are talking about funding. Go to our website, click and fund. Click and fund our freedom. Please, Biafrans.
Thank you very much, Doctor. What are your thoughts on the interconnection between the Nigerian Christian persecution issue and how it ties in with Biafran aspiration?
Well, look, Biafra didn't simply form a few years ago. It's not simply the product of a diaspora community.
Yes, Biafrans, you see the question that our Prime Minister asked now, it has a lot of significance to what I am saying today. What ties in the persecution of Christians in Nigeria to Biafra is what I have just said about the goose that lays the golden egg. That golden egg, when you go further to analyze it, you will think of our oil, you will think of our gas, you will think of the crude. That's where they are getting the money to sponsor their jihadists or their jihadism, Islamization, and Fulanization. So they will not let you go. Ndewo Williams and Solomon, thank you so much for joining us. They will not allow you to go because they know very well that you are the Christians in that region, predominantly Christians. We are the target. We are the target. We remain the targeted Christians in Nigeria. So that question is a $1 million question, and let us listen to how our invite is going to our guest, how he is going to answer it.
Meeting in Finland. The fact of the matter is, Biafra has always existed, and we can go back to the 18th century, if not before, and we find evidence of Biafra and recognition of Biafra.
Now, you have heard this man telling you when Biafra started being in existence, and you will be thinking, is he a Biafran? This man reads a lot. This man, he reads a lot. And he analyzes things critically and evaluates it. But do you know that Biafran children do not know this history? Why? Because Nigeria removed history from schools. Our children do not know anything about our originality and our existence. During that century that he mentioned here now, our children don't know anything about our past history. This is it, Biafrans.
On European maps and elsewhere. But certainly, Biafra showed its desire back in 1967, and unfortunately, for cynical reasons relating to the Cold War, for cynical reasons relating to Nigeria and its economy, we have a situation in which Nigeria was quite literally allowed to get away with murder, allowed to get away with genocide. One of the problems that we see when we fail to recognize genocide when it occurs, when we fail to delegitimize the ideology that leads to that genocide, is it ensures a repetition of that genocide.
Exactly. Ndị Igbo ife nwoke a na-ekwu bụ ife ndị Igbo na-asị na alụ onye mere alụ na ọ bụrụ na ekwuro maka alụ afọ ọ gbaa arọ o mee 1 year ọ bụla omenani. They refuse to talk about what led to that genocide. And if we do not talk about it now, my people, it will keep carrying on. So he's talking about it. That genocide, the massacre of Biafrans in 1967. Do you think that this man was there? Do you think that he was one of the soldiers? No. He studied and he read about it. The history is always there and will forever be there. So, Biafrans, are we going to continue fighting till the rest of our lives? Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, anyị ama anụ ọgụ a wee nụgide ụwa niile agwụ. Anyị nidile ego eje ma and eje ka anyị wee nụọ ọnya bụ ọgụ kpakpakpa wee nweta our nation. Because nwoke a bụ onye ife Biafra na-amasị. O nego anyị anya wee fụ na anyị bụ ndị a na-emegbu emegbu. Ndewo, my brother. Thank you so much. Daalụ. Chukwu gọzie gị. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. So, Biafrans, ife m na-achị kọwala unu, yes, bụ na onwero ka onye bịara abịa ga-esi wee mara anị wee karịa gị nwa. But this man seems to know more about our past history than ourselves. And you will ask yourself, why? The reason is because our people are being caged up. They don't want to pay. Yes, they don't want to pay anything to get our oil, our natural resources. They want to take it free of charge. And this man is picking up. So, Biafrans, let us all fund our freedom. He has come to tell us the truth. And it is left for us to evaluate critically everything that he is telling us.
After World War II, the German Nazi Party was stigmatized, and the Germans were forced to come to account with what they did. The problem we have in Nigeria is that too many countries have given Nigeria an excuse not to recognize its own responsibility for the first genocide in Biafra. And because of that, the ideology has continued and it has amplified to the point where we now have the second genocide in Biafra.
Are you hearing that? You see what he is saying here is correct. The genocide in Biafra land has led to all this. So many countries have interest in Nigeria. Precisely Europe. The whole of European countries have their interest in Nigeria. And that alone is not giving anybody any opportunity to discuss our matter. No. Because they are there, grabbing what God gave us, and they are failing in their own countries. Let me show you this.
We are aware of those problems. Both Germany and Europe have wasted incredible potential for growth in recent years by dragging feed on reforms and unnecessarily and excessively curtailing entrepreneurial freedoms and personal responsibility.
Yes, Europeans are failing, and he is admitting it because they were dragging their feet on growth. They have Africa to throw their weight on. You all know what happened in Mali 2 weeks ago. Where is it coming from? France. Emmanuel Macron, responsible for that. You know, when Emmanuel Macron went to Nigeria on the 7th of December and asked Tinubu to go and bomb people from Benin, they are busy fighting for what we have in Africa, while their Europe is crumbling. Europe is crumbling. That's what this man is lamenting here. Listen to it.
We are aware of those problems. Both Germany and Europe have wasted incredible potential for growth in recent years by dragging feet on reforms and unnecessarily and excessively curtailing entrepreneurial freedoms and personal responsibility. We are going to change that now.
They are going to change that now. Ndị na-akpọ isi ani analụgo ndị Europe befa. Ebe Europe dị busy wee na-echase cloud n'Africa. They are busy chasing shadow while the object is dripping away from their hands. That's what this man is talking about.
The moral compromise of people like the president of Finland is shameful.
Moral compromise. Moral compromise. Nwoke a na-asụrụ m oyibo biko. Moral compromise of Finland. You people saw many pictures that this our former prime minister took with this current president or prime minister of Finland. Enyi melenye because of money. Long throat. Moral compromise. That's what it is. Why? Because of their interest. Political interest. Financial interest. Moral compromise. That's the way he addressed it. These are the things we are suffering. It could be anyone. It could just be anyone. But as long as you are called a Biafran, Nigeria government is ready to fly and bring you down. Moral compromise. Where is Finland? Europe. They are busy chasing what is in Africa, West Africa, Nigeria to be precise, while their own nations are crumbling by the man that I showed now on a blue background. Europe is crumbling. Yes, they are crumbling. He chooses his words carefully and interestingly.
And the Germans were forced to come to account with what they did. The problem we have in Nigeria is that too many countries have given Nigeria an excuse not to recognize its own responsibility for the first genocide in Biafra. And because of that, the ideology has continued and it has amplified to the point where we now have the second genocide in Biafra. The moral compromise of people like the president of Finland is shameful.
Very shameful.
The moral compromise of Anthony Blinken when he was Secretary of State was shameful, especially because he used his own father-in-law's experience in the Holocaust as part of his claim to moral standing when he became Secretary of State. The fact of the matter is, there will not be peace in Nigeria until Biafra is free.
Exactly. There will not be peace in Nigeria until Biafra is free. So, my people, let us rush these Nigerians. Let's rush them and grab our freedom in our own hands by sponsoring our freedom and liberation. Please, Biafrans, my people, let us sponsor our freedom. Let us fund our government in exile. Let us fund the de facto. No. De facto government. Ono unu nso. Let nobody look the other way. Let all of us focus on getting Biafra. Nigeria is not joking. So, my people, onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra unu alarụzi n'ụla. Kunienu. Time has come for us to show that no agbasi ọsọ agụọ mile. If we work very hard now, if you have a house, you can sell it. Use it as a loan to Biafrans. Those of you bụ ndị nwere ego, lee n'ofu ụlọ unu, welie nye ndị Biafra loan. We need money, we need funding to get Biafra. Obviously, imekata nye ndị Biafra loan, Biafra biarana, every loan you give to us will be doubled. It will be doubled. Biafra ga-agbasa dịka ọnwa na-eti all over the world. Nigeria has been managing our own resources plus their own gold and at Zamfara, but they cannot produce anything. They have not achieved anything, nothing whatsoever.
And it is unfair for everyone in Biafra to have to suffer through a second Nigerian genocide, a second Biafra genocide at the hands of the Nigerian government, simply because diplomats want to be polite and want to make their oil deals and their other trade deals. The Christians of Nigeria should not be sacrificed so that some Europeans can make a quick contract.
You see, Christians in Biafra land should not be sacrificed for the benefit of their European allies. We cannot afford to be sacrificed, my people. We cannot afford to be sacrificed. Biafrans, rise up. Today we are talking about funding of our freedom. Freedom does not come in a platter of gold. It does not. Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na mmiri dị n'eju ọdọlụ nwa nkịta. It is our sole responsibility to support our government. So, my people, our sister is here to talk to us. Go ahead and talk to Biafrans. Ndewo.
Hello, everyone. Am I being heard?
Hello. Yes, you are being heard.
Okay. Ndewo no. Umuchukwu ndewo. Greetings,
Ndewo.
lovers of freedom. Nke onye ji ya zere.
Amen.
ụtụtụ ehihie n'abalị ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma.
Ise.
Eke, Orie, Afọ, Nkwọ, ndị iro agaghị enweta anyị
Cha.
maka na ihe anyị na-achọ bụ ihe anyị toruru.
Yes.
Onye ọbụla ka a ji n'ume
Yes.
na Chukwu bụ ike anyị. As
Exactly.
far as we are standing on the truth, the Lord, who is the God of truth, is with us. And that is why we must keep propagating whoever that is speaking the truth.
Yes.
Ndị anaghị ekwu eziokwu, anyị wepụta ha, anyị atọ ha mmehie ha n'iru. Dr. Michael Ruben is speaking the truth.
Yes.
Like the program I made last night, I also played this as a reminder for our people.
Yes.
That Nigeria is gone. And the genocide which they have been hiding must be exposed. We must keep speaking that there was a horrible genocide that was carried out against the people of Biafra. And since then, nothing has been done.
No.
I said it last night. He mentioned Israel, how the Nazis carried genocide against Israel in Germany. I'm telling you that the prime minister, after the so-called Nazis leader, what was that his name? Adolf Hitler.
Yes. Of
After
Germany.
him, when they got the new prime minister, he has to go to Poland to go and apologize to the Jews for what they did to them. And the law in Germany is that you dare not say anything against Israel. That is how they carry them in a high esteem. All these fights that are doing Israel, Palestine, Pakistan, if you are doing protests, do your protest, but never you say death to Israel in Germany. You don't try it.
Oh.
You don't try it. That is the law of Germany. Because they know that what they did was wrong. But Nigeria for one day has never accepted their ills against a certain people who has been holding that country, who have been the sources of the country. Come to Atlas, come to mineral resources, come to whatever thing you can think of. Peace for the country. It is these same Biafrans, yet they carry that genocide. They have never realized how to make these people happy. And now we say that we don't need it anymore. We are on our home. We are just at the verge to enter our home, and nobody can stop it. So what are we saying? That if people like this are speaking that there was a genocide carried out against Biafrans, mana ndị be anyị anọrọ na-eto ụgba, nọrọ na-agwa abacha, nọrọ na-ata
Nkwobi. Na-ata nkwobi. It is correct.
were afọ na-edowe ka ihe m na-amaghị ahụ ya. Whereas your house is burning. Just like you say, when you say that, it was what was in my mind. You said it, that our people, a lot of people, don't know the genesis of the genocide. But even though as you are up to 18, you are hearing about Biafra, there are things you should know. What is this? Why is it? Why it is? There are these people. Na 911, people that have reached almost their home.
Yeah, the program. You are correct.
So why should we keep playing pranks over what is eating us? We have to be free. Our freedom can never be negotiated with anybody's political career, with anybody's political interest, with anybody's stomach. Our freedom cannot be exchanged with that. And nobody can do this for us. We must take our freedom by ourselves. And what we are doing is making this man, this handsome man, to speak
Yes,
out. Because we are saying that we need our freedom.
we do.
And that is why he said, since these people have realized that they need to be free, we have to help them. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been crying. Maniga, all these people, they will never share this kind of view. In a video I made last night, I brought a man who was in Nigeria, a white, a Westerner. He was in Nigeria. He was telling you that right now that there is a big massacre going on in Borikinladi in southern Plateau that is going on right now, and the military is nowhere to be found. That the Fulanis are buying people, and it is only the handful of local vigilante that are trying to see how they can combat that. Where will they, to which extent will they reach? Do you know what interests me? That this man said, called Donald Trump, please come and help Christians. That this thing will stop. The military is nowhere to be found, to be seen. He called also Ted Cruz, that Ted Cruz should come and help the Christians that are being died in Nigeria. Do you know why it interests me? People that are saying that we are not doing anything, we don't have anything to offer. But Ted Cruz is with Briggy. And this man is calling Ted Cruz. I don't know whether you're correcting what I'm
Yes,
saying here. The man is calling Ted Cruz to come and help. And Ted Cruz, according to Patrick Smith, have said that Ted Cruz is one of the strong bone backing Biafra Republic government in exile. And these people say that Biafra Republic government are doing nothing. So for that man to call Ted Cruz, and Ted Cruz, Patrick Smith, have confessed that is with us, and of a truth is with Briggy. So is it not enough for you to know that this government is on the right channel, that they are dragging the peoples that matters to see that our freedom is actualized? Why was he calling Ted Cruz if Ted Cruz was a nobody? And this Ted Cruz is with Briggy. And that was why I said that Briggy remains the only government, home and abroad, that will speak and negotiate for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our people, Unara Hosenora. I saw the other man in one of the program I did last night also. The man was there calling the West, telling them that why is it that if it is Igbos, the injustice will be closed, the door will be closed.
yes,
He's a Westerner.
yeah,
Why is it that when it is about Igbos, justice will be
yes.
closed?
I saw it.
That is a time that people should talk about this. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegally adopted, and the Nigerian court has ruled on his favor two good times in different courts with penalty against Nigeria, and they are not doing anything. And he's calling on the West to make sure that they come to speak for the injustice that is happening against Biafrans. Yet, ndị be anyị anọrọ were our struggle na-azọ politics. I have told you, you people should not mind Mark Arnold. He is a businessman who has seen Nigeria as what would I call it? Emperor, colonial empire.
Anybody,
A colonial empire where it says
anybody
that
comes
no matter the kind of
to do
business
anything they like.
you want to do, you do anything you like. He's doing business. I'm telling you, that man is not paying tax in Nigeria. But Nigerians, let somebody dash you money, they will collect tax from it. Why is Mike Arnold not finding his way in America, in the White House? If he was something, he knows that he means nothing. And that's why he found himself in a corrupt country, because he's corrupt.
Yes.
And he's dealing with them because they know that they are the same.
Mike Arnold is only taking
Mike Arnold
advantage. He's taking.
is a friend
Mm.
to Peter Obi. Mike Arnold is a friend to politicians, Nigerian politicians. How is it that he will be the one to speak for your freedom? Now he's campaigning for good luck. Biafrans, please, we should be very, very careful. This is our time to rise. I shouted last night in my program. I tried the best I could. We are here speaking again. Please go and watch my program last night if you've not. We should rise up. Support your
Tell
freedom.
them the channel.
www.biafrarepublic.org, right?
Is that Nelly's TV in YouTube?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my
Yes.
channel, Nelly's
Yeah.
TV. Nelly's TV. NELLIZZ TV.
Yes.
Please. So what are we saying? We should be focused. Nigeria knows that they are in a very big mess. They know that they are in a very big mess. They are trying to see how they can remedy themselves. Do you know that I learned that Tinubu's wife, after Tinubu went, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shut door against him. She has sent his wife to go and see how he can talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they thought that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a toy. Where was Remi Tinubu when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted, illegal adopted, and being maltreated? As a pastor she is, why is it that she could not exercise the faith if she's really say that she's a Christian? I don't even know the kind of Christian she is, because the Bible says that do not be yoked,
Equally yoked.
with the unbelievers. Do not be equally yoked with unbelievers. So how is her Christianity with her husband, the Muslim? Or they are just joking? Remi, former vice president, who is also a pastor in Redeem, could not advise his co-pastor to advise his wife to release this man because he has not done anything wrong.
Remi Tinubu is a tribal
He
bigot.
wants to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Don't mind her. She was the one who said that the Igbos must be removed from Lagos. All the Igbo houses they are pulling down. What has she said? Nothing. Did you hear her?
Nothing.
1999, when they were campaigning, when she was looking like a mad woman. They should
Nothing.
leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. They should leave him alone.
That's what I'm
They are
telling
so
you. They
desperate.
should leave him
They are
alone.
very, very desperate to come back in 2027. But that is not
They want to use him for 2027.
or 2027, whatever.
And we cannot give up to that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not know what is happening. Somebody, after my video, I just saw it, somebody commented, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the only supreme leader. We are not dragging about leader. What we are talking about is that we have a government that is standing for everyone. And he's asking me, who is your leader? In the comment, is it Ogenkere or is it Ngozi Orabeze? Is that person mad? Or he call his name Abu, whatever. When you see that, you looking at the program that you are watching and you're still asking that kind of a question, let us be focused. Let us be focused. When people ask, I was even saying that Nemeka Maxwell, Barrister Ejimako, somebody is also speaking for you, for your client, yet you cannot propagate what that person is saying for your own client. Ya bụrụ onye na-achọghị your client to come out, onye na-aga eme propagate message ya wụrụ anọdụ nwa. But the people that are speaking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot appreciate them. You cannot spread the gospel. So do you really want Mazi Nnamdi to come out? Or you have seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Sokoto wa Afaruku? Or was Sokoto or Palace Iwe Israel? I don't know what is wrong with our people. Please, our freedom is not negotiable. 100 men are dead on arrival. Sokoto declaration is dead on arrival because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in chain. Briggy remains the government that is speaking for both Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the entire Biafrans, taking our matter to the world. And we must support Briggy. We must stand resolute. Speak out and condemn evil. Like what you said, no, arubaro or wuru omenana. If you keep on saying onye does it concern you? They are pastor, don't talk about it. It will continue to be going like that, and it will become a norm. That's why we are calling on everybody to stand on the right. Stand on the truth. Genocide. Nigeria has carried genocidal war against Biafrans, and we must keep letting the world. We keep reminding them that this was the kind of they killed more than 11 million people, innocent, pregnant, and nobody is saying anything about it. We have to keep reminding the world that this was what happened. But our life also matters.
Oh, yeah.
Ndị be anyị, a sị onye mara asụ ya sụọ n'ikwe, onye na-amaghị asụ ọ sụọ na mkpata, so that ọ fụọ ya ụfụ, mgbe ọzọ ọ sụọ n'ebe o kwesịrị ịsụ ya. We have suffered a lot. Our blood has been spilled a lot. They brought weapons. They will come to in our market and be using it to demonstrate. Whereas in the north, they are taking over their places. They are withdrawing, taking their vehicles from them, taking their weapons from them. But they will come to where there is no problem to come and cause insecurity. Then the truth is that Nigeria has been killing us, and we can't allow them to continue killing us. We have to exist that country.
Hello, my sister. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Everything you said there is on point. Biafrans, ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, unu nwere ego. Onye si na unu enwere ego, ima na unu na-asị asị. Onye ga-agwa unu na Peter Obi ga-win wee kpọpụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or our former Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Onye anwa na-receive unu. Let me tell you people one thing. Nigeria government, they know what they are doing. Bringing out Peter Obi again is a way to bring Tinubu back. Because the Northerners have already said it, that a Christian can never rule Nigeria. And what they will do is a very big swing back to Tinubu. And the insecurity will continue. Obi will never rule that country. He knows it. I played the video yesterday where Dati was saying that na kwankwasoka Peter Wemalu politics, not Oliato, not the more educated, no melunka men cause. Another professor, a Fulani man, will openly that Peter Obi can never rule Nigeria. Fulani believe that Nigeria is theirs. We are not fighting about that. They should leave us alone and mind their business.
Sorry, ma, to
Go
sorry,
ahead.
ma, to cut you in.
Go ahead.
We've forgotten that the former motto of Sokoto was born to rule.
Yeah.
Do we still remember
Yeah.
that was their motto, born to rule?
Yeah.
Mmere Pachi Obasi ji wee kwuo egwu say born to rule mentality, that idea does not come from heaven, must come from hell.
Yeah.
That born to rule that was in their motto was their motto. All struggle ka ha ji wee wepụ ya, but it's still in their mind that they are the one that should be ruling. So if Obi is deceiving himself, no game anything. Obi cannot do anything. Or if Obi come to the power, what happened to what do you call him? Osibanjo will also happen to him. What happened to Goodluck Buhari? This will also happen. What happened to Nkeno Ubua? Tinubu will also happen.
Mm-hmm.
He will not have any power. I made a program the other day that they're asking. The president is afraid to report. Chief of staff, Minister of Defense. So who is ruling Nigeria? So is it Obi? Obi tụgburu onwe ya n'ụjọ, or ya nwa ga-abịa mee anything? Goodluck had everything it takes to stop Boko Haram, and he did it. They were shouting that Goodluck is anti-North. That was their song that time that made Goodluck.
They will use these things to make you come down to their level. So
I'm telling
Biafrans, we should donate, sponsor our freedom, and leave Nigeria once and for all. Obi is not going to do anything.
He's not going to win.
He's not going to
He
do
cannot.
anything. The issue is that, like you said, that somebody came to your platform and was asking whether it is Ngozi Orabueze or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Ogenkere is our leader. We are not here to fight for position. We are not fighting for position. The person leading us currently, for those who do not know, is Mazi Ogenkere, His Excellency Prime Minister of Biafra. He is the Prime Minister now. He is the one leading us. He is a Biafran. He is not Mike Arnold. He is not a white man. He is a Biafran. He is the one leading us. And we are following him under Breji, Biafra Republic government in exile. We don't have two leaders. For now, we only have one. Our other leaders are in prison. And we have to move on. So for those of you who do not know, why is it that always on the Ochagana Biana Kowalunu history unu? Like Dr. Michael Rubin, he is the one telling us about the history of our past. That Biafra has been in existence since all that century. So we know what we are looking for. We are not fighting for position. We are fighting for freedom to be able to manage our resources by ourselves. Biafrans, ka ife unu na-eme, Peter Obi may win election. Unu no like this, korokoro, ndị nwe Nigeria, na ndị Fulani na-ashia ya, na Yoruba, nalu the winning Obi nwe his mandate, wee nye Tinubu. Fulani abịago kịta si na ọfa nwe Nigeria na Peter Obi bụ a Christian can never be their president. So they always bring Peter Obi ka o wee bụrụ na anyị nwa ka nọkwa na Nigeria. It's impossible. We are not. We are not Nigerians.
See another takia. See the another takia.
That's takia now.
Another takia, how will that? Another takia, how will know that? They brought Peter Obi to come and confuse and bring division. They have seen non work at Peter Obi, on we Kosi wedding. They brought another confusion, which is Goodluck Jonathan. So that Hesi Hoyanoza, Hesi Anoza, ma Goodluck, ma Peter Obi, onwegi ihe ha ga-eme. Goodluck will not fix Nigeria. during the first time ọ ka dị fresh ọ na ugbu a ọ nọzi na nkọlọ ọ nọzi na n'onu
Ọ dị egwu.
ọ ga-eme anything. They
Jonathan,
are just bringing them to put confusion in the minds of people. So people should know that they are not for you. All the babies are na-eduga ha. They are not for you.
And they give them money to do that. They give them money to do that, to make sure.
This one kwaso hate ndị Igbo like say tomorrow no day. Mana onye ya na Obi aga irikọ. So what I don't just, you know, the politician now, onye so ndị politician, that person is also corrupt. Because their reasoning is just I don't know the kind of devil on their name.
Let me show my people this video. Sorry, my sister. Let me just show them this video. Kafafukwa kandi Fulani si sponsor onwefa. And for us to know that we need to sponsor ourselves. You see it? Listen to this video now. Watch this video.
After all that has been going on over the years, should we be talking about this thing at this point in time? The answer is capital no. So why is it happening? Even when America was threatened, this guy didn't care. They still continue with their business. So that will tell you that this thing is deeper than you and I are looking at it. It's deeper. We are going to live with this thing maybe in the next 100 years. That is the impression I'm getting here. Except something serious is done by this government or any other government, this thing will not go away. It doesn't look like it will go away very soon. It doesn't look like, because the profit is so high. They are making money. They are cashing out.
They are making money. They are cashing out. That is the way they sponsor their own movement. Their forefathers,
and they know where these people are.
Yeah, they know where they are.
They know where they are.
Even Gumi,
they know their names.
They know them by their names.
They know them. The governor of Zamfara State said it, that they know them. They know their names. They know where they are coming from. So the government knows. Even the person that Nkewo, Assistant Minister of Defense, who kept them in the government house and was feeding them. So how do you think that this thing will come out? The cries and I saw Rufai in television crying that Nigeria is not a country. And see Nigeria is not a country. So Nigeria is not a country. He was lamenting that Nigeria is not a country. And see, sure. On the understood on account with the down. So that know that Nigeria is not a country. That what is all this? Nigeria has never been a country. It is a business colony.
Yes.
All France is tax in the Nigeria. All Finland is electricity.
Yes.
All Germany is construction.
Yes.
All Britain is resources, mineral resources.
Yeah, Dr. Ruben said it.
So what is your own?
Biafrans
now, how
need
can
to
a country
decolonize.
that is battling with the naira stability, you borrow to repay. You borrow to repay. How can you grow? What magic? Nigeria is gone. If you are putting your hope in Nigeria, it will back in arrow. Can't happen for now.
Hello, my sister. I appreciate your contributions. Biafrans, come and make your donations. I have shown you how Nigeria government is funding their terrorism. We have to fund our own freedom. Nigeria is not a place for us. For those of you who are saying that P2B is going to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, P2B will not even get there. He will not. Him and Maxwell, the saboteur, the sellout, they are not going to win. They are now brought out again to propel Tinubu back. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụnụ na-anụ ife m na-ekwu. Peter Obi ame win. Peter Obi na Jonathan bụ distraction. Fabiali akpa nsịsa ọ ifefa na-eme. Peter Obi megide ife a now. Tinubu will win no again. Tinubu will win. Tinubu is going to win again.
I'm about to leave.
Eh?
I was about to leave in. You nwere ihe kwuru mere nji wee batakwa again.
Go ahead.
Like Maxwell bịa jiri our struggle na-achọ politics.
Yes.
Maxwell, when he started, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew that Maxwell was not genuine. On our way, every time I get a court, Maxwell will be trying to put words into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's mouth. Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not look at him. To that extent, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu one day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tie ya tap now. They don't talk when I'm talking. Because he knew that he was going somewhere.
Yes.
To that extent, that time, Ochiku Mazi Simon Ejimakona said, no, don't go that way. No, don't go that way. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never wanted it. So yeah, he also said it. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not want to be giving him ear. Now every time no shout. So at the time he started being low. Not knowing when you're on show. He was trying to see how he can use this struggle to make himself known, to have fame, because he has political interest.
Yes.
He traveled abroad. Na agamba mbuwa niile na asị ya njem onye a na-eje awụ ezigbo njem wepụta. Exactly. So these people, don't allow them to deceive you. Maxwell, you can never see him talk about anything again. This Biafra.
No.
All of
them. Do you know there was a time the media was banned from talking about Onyendu's lawyers? Emma. We were banned. Now they have shown us and given us cause to talk about them. Going back in reflection to that time, I asked Anyekukwana Makandi, Onyendu's lawyer. We have we not been proven right now? Have we not been proven right that they were not there? Because Onyendu is a world figure. Onyendu is a world figure, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Yes. So
he is.
Onyendu defend Onyendu. Obu na enwero this moral compromise that this man is talking about. Dr. Michael Rubin, also na Finland president has moral compromise or has
moral. Yes.
Ndị anụnwa ọ bụ na fa for Biafra, Nigeria government would have lynched them, but they must have been in a secret agreement that they are not serious about Onyendu. They just wanted to use Onyendu to make money. Think of Nigeria corruption. Let me show you one video now about Nigeria and their corruption.
I told them
Politics.
They are in Nigeria. We understand that they are in Nigeria.
Look at this.
So if they are in Nigeria, they are afraid. Let them stay aside.
Look at this. Do you know why I'm showing you this?
Intervening.
This is money that Tinubu is sharing. Are you seeing it? In envelope. Look at it.
Yes, I saw them. Yeah.
Money. Yes. They will keep the people hungry. Then during this political campaign, what they will do, they will use that money that they have been hoarding to entice people to come and vote for them. So where do you think that Maxwell got this type of money from? If not from kickbacks from the governors, from the government. And Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because these two people are force. They are very powerful forces that were pulling Biafrans together out of Nigeria. So they held them. There is no how these lawyers will be working for Biafrans genuinely, and Nigeria government will leave them. It wouldn't happen. So they are all fake.
I think
They are sellout. Even Mike Arnold now, I'm sure that Nigeria must have given him kickback. They are now using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his imagery, everything, to do rubbish without
Very shameful.
their knowledge. So there is
Because
nothing that
they know that
Nigeria,
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu carries weight.
yes,
They think that the Naga Bagori and Ukubu, Bagori and Ubu, we na rob
yes,
Biafrans. When this Ariwas, Nyerendibo, how many days? Or 3 months can Nyerendibo to pack out of the north. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kuroku and the pipe down.
oh,
They know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for, and that is why on the Wuteha, and so they can do anything to see that they buy anybody.
yes,
To destroy this
yes,
struggle, but
they can't.
we are not
They
backing down.
can't. Breji is not giving up. That's why we are canvassing for our people to come and fund our government in exile. Come and fund our government. We need funding. This is money that Tinubu is sharing. He's sharing this money to people after keeping them hungry for 3 years. The 4th year during his campaign, he will bring out the money. Where is the money coming from? Our oil. So we need to fund ourselves, go home and manage our resources by ourselves, because they know what we are capable of doing and they don't want us to do that. So Biafrans,
Fund your freedom.
rise up and fund your
We can move
freedom,
on for now.
fund your government in
Thank you, ma'am.
exile and the de facto government in homeland. Onwero ego
God bless
ọbụla
you.
anybody here that we don't value. We value every donation. We are not fighting jihad. That's why we don't do it by force. We don't force anybody. I think, Biafrans, we have to leave here and join our sister on the space. She's still going to talk about Biafra. We can never sleep until Biafra comes. Thank you, Nelly. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your contributions.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I'm so encouraged with your words, your expertise, and your knowledge. I hope people are listening and learning from the expert and for who care for humanity. Thank you. The Biafra Republic government in exile brigade heavily invests in time and energy and in high-level engagement in Washington, D.C. While the Neo Biafra movement has existed since the late 90s, a professional engagement campaign led by Brigade in Washington, D.C. is a very recent phenomenon, being less than 2 years old. To this change in strategy, in some ways, we have more success in the past 2 years than the previous 20. We have two questions relating to this. Can you explain to the Biafran people why educating U.S. officials on the Biafra issue is critical?
Well, first of all, what you say is absolutely true. I personally, of course, am not Biafran, and so I'm not going to comment on internal Biafran politics. What I would say, however, is that whatever one's political belief as a Biafran, the most important thing is education of people outside Biafra, of people outside Nigeria, to understand the Biafran cause.
Yes, the most important thing about Biafra cause is to educate Biafrans and those outside Biafra. Do you know what that means? You all know, but I have to try my best to expatiate on it. Educate, kuzielu ndị Biafra, kuzielu ndị Biafra, maka Biafra, ife gbasatalụ Biafra. Biafrans bụ ndị nwe mmanụ Nigeria na ndị Europe na amị. Fachọrọ ka ndị Biafra metụ mmanụ anwụ aka. Fachọrọ ka ndị Biafra yuzuo ego mmanụ afọ for their own good. Nigeria government made a railway and they cut Biafrans off. During the time of Chibike Amechi, or when he was Minister of Works, he cut Biafrans off. And when he was confronted, he said that we want to divide Nigeria, that we are not qualified. But the oil money is from our land. So he is talking about us, educating our brothers. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ghọtanụ na Nigeria, ịdị mma ma ịdị njọ, ọ bụrụ for your own benefit. It's not for you. They have no time for you. Nigeria does not want anything good for Biafrans. Ndị Igbo si na onye ajụrụ ada ajụ onwe. We have to educate you and tell foreigners that Nigeria has been drilling our oil since 1958. That oil was found in 1956. 2 years after 1958, they started drilling that oil. Till tomorrow, Nigeria is still borrowing. They owe money to World Bank, to China, to Britain, to France, to Europe, while they have oil. Nigeria cannot even produce a spoon. A spoon. They have oil, they have crude, they have kerosene, they have gas, everything from our land. Just we, the Biafrans, are what Kurdistans are to Iraq. You all know when the people of Kuwait seceded, the Kurdistans went and called America to come and help them. The same thing that Biafrans are suffering. What the people of Amazonia is suffering today in the hands of Cameroon, that's what Biafrans are suffering. Nigeria government made railway to connect the north with the south. They cut Biafrans off. So it's good to teach Biafrans and outside Biafra what is going on. That's what Dr. Ruben is saying. We should educate our people because he is not a Biafran. And me as a Biafran, I have taken it upon myself as a challenge to educate my people. Come and fund our freedom. We need to secure our territory and control our mineral. Anybody who wants our oil will negotiate with us. And you will pay. Because those of us who live in diaspora, everything we use, we pay for it. Forget about Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state. A very highly corrupt country. Go and see the current president of Nigeria, sharing money to his citizens. Then, no matter how much you are giving, once that money they give you finishes, You will continue to go hungry. A good president does not give money to his citizens. He teaches them how to make money. He teaches them how to manage money. That's Nigeria for you. Biafrans, donate to fund our freedom. It is very important.
And there's absolutely no doubt that great progress has been made over the last 2 or 3 years on the issue. Now, there's been two issues or two dynamics that have allowed to this success. The first is the lobbying campaign that the Biafran community in exile has undertaken in Washington. You have made people aware. You don't need to spin. You don't need to create facts. All you need to do is educate. Because unfortunately, the Nigerian government is creating the facts with its own perpetuation of genocide in Biafra. Frankly, however, the Biafran community has also become lucky in Washington simply because of the sheer incompetence of the Nigerian embassy. The fact of the matter is, there is not an embassy more lazy in Washington, D.C. than the Nigerian embassy.
There is no embassy more lazy in Washington, D.C. like Nigeria. Till tomorrow, do you people know that Nigeria has no embassy? In America, they have no embassy. That's why they were paying lobbyists. Because if you have embassy, you don't need a lobbyist. Your embassy represents you. Your embassy represents you. Like our lobbyist represents us. And he's saying kudos to Biafrans that we have a very good representation. So Biafrans, with this, I'm going to love you and leave you. We have been here for 2 hours, 22 minutes, 21 seconds. Ndị Igbo si na atụọla ọmalụ ọmalụ, atụọla ofeke, ofenye isi n'ọfịa. Do not wait for Nigeria. Do not wait for Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not going to become president. I played a video here yesterday about that, where Mr. Dati, his former chairman or whatever, said that Peter Obi is not fighting to become a president. He is only fulfilling all righteousness in accordance with his agreement with the Europeans that own Nigeria. Nigeria is under colonial influence. They don't own themselves, and we are not part of it. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity, and equity. My people, onye ndị ilo gbalụ gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwa n'ụla. Thank you. See you at the space, and continue to donate to our freedom. Ndewonu.